Let me paint you a picture. An arena packed with screaming crowds, muscles gleaming, swords flashing, and in the center of it all, a man wearing mismatched shoes, a feathered hat, and juggling turnips. Sounds like the first guy to die, right? Wrong. This is the guy who wins. This is the story of how the king's jester, yes, the kingdom's official clown, stepped into the blood-soaked sands of the gladiator pit and walked out a champion. Not by strength, not by skill, but by mocking, tricking, and trapping his enemies like they were the punchlines in his personal comedy show. Oh, and he did it with bells on his shoes. Let's begin. His name was Jorvik, the royal fool. In a kingdom filled with knights and noblemen, Jorvik's job was simple. Keep the king laughing and try not to get beheaded for saying the wrong thing. He was loud. He was ridiculous. He once got banished from the royal dining hall for juggling meatballs into the queen's hair. But beneath the floppy hat and snide jokes, he was smart, really smart. Now one day, the king, bored out of his jeweled mind, declared a grand tournament. Gladiators would fight to the death for glory, gold, and maybe a decent dental plan. Jorvik? He put down his juggling pins, bowed deeply, and said, "Your Majesty, I wish to compete." The entire court burst into laughter. The king nearly fell off his throne. "Very well," he chuckled. "Let the fool die a funny death." But Jorvik wasn't planning on dying. He was planning on performing. He didn't train with swords or axes. He trained with pranks, distractions, and psychological warfare. He learned how to tie invisible tripwires, how to fake injuries so convincingly that even a royal healer once cried, and how to insult a man's ego so deeply it clouded his judgment. His greatest weapon? Timing. Also bananas. You'll see why. His first opponent was a hulking brute named Gorog the Hammer, 6 feet of rage and muscle. Gorog charged. Jorvik screamed. The crowd leaned in, and then, slip, Gorog fell on a banana peel Jorvik had casually dropped while skipping into the ring. Gorog face-planted. Jorvik tapped his shoulder with a wooden spoon. Victory. Next opponent, a proud warrior named Sir Valiant, sword technique as sharp as his jawline. Jorvik? He mimicked every move Sir Valiant made, like a deranged mirror. Left jab, spin move. Jorvik spun, added jazz hands. Sir Valiant grew furious, overextended, tripped over his own cape. Crowd in stitches. Jorvik, 2 wins in, and then came the final. Varin the Vicious, champion of the arena. This guy didn't blink. He growled at puppies. He once bit through a shield. Jorvik entered the ring eating grapes. He handed Varin a rubber chicken and said, "Try not to hurt yourself, sweetheart." Varin roared, charged, and then, wham! A trap door, hidden beneath a fake scroll on the floor, swung open. Varin fell in, landing in a net of custard pies and ropes. The king choked on his wine. The crowd screamed. Jorvik had won. The king made him the royal strategist. The crowd called him the trickster of triumph. Even the royal knights started asking him for tips. And Jorvik? He never picked up a sword. He picked up respect, the fool who outwitted warriors, flipped the rules, and made the arena his comedy club. So remember this. Sometimes the smartest fighter wears bells and juggles vegetables and knows exactly where to plant a banana peel.